Quick Diz News is part of the Quick Diz Takes family of podcasts.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
Hello, I'm Michael Eisner.
Oh boy!
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Quick Diz News. This is episode 14. I'm Sarah Castano. I'm here with John Castano.
Hi.
And we have a lot to talk about. We're going to get right into it today. So first and foremost, our quick Diz mentions. We're starting off once again with speculation. Our first piece of speculation is if fast passes are returning. So the relaxation of COVID safety protocols, getting rid of temperature screenings, reducing the face cover requirements, we're scaling back physical distancing, rope drop has returned, all of these things. And we have noticed a change on the My Disney Experience app. So wait times for rides now show as standby wait, suggesting there will be an option other than just standby. So it could be fast passes, or what we've talked about on previous episodes about a possibility of virtual queues. We're not sure, but this new change has people wondering what is next. And another piece of speculation coming from this week is if Run Disney is set to return their live in-person races. Screenshots of the return of Run Disney have surfaced today on social media. However, this was very confusing as pieces were quickly taken down. Results aren't searchable anymore. So the first image claimed that the annual race weekend that's held in January every year was to be held this coming January the 6th until Wednesday the 12th. And the image acknowledged that while registration had not yet opened, that it would be available for opening on Tuesday, July 20th at 10 a.m. Eastern time. That image is completely gone. You cannot find it. Another image, which was a Google search this time, provided dates for the annual Princess Half Marathon event. So for those wondering, it was set, and according to this Google search, was set for Friday, February 18th until Monday, the 21st. Again, I tried searching, nothing was coming up. I tried putting in those dates, nothing surfaced. So it's strange. I don't know if people are putting out doctored images just to kind of get people talking, but I think people are anxious enough for Run Disney to return that they don't need speculation in doctored images.
Well, none of the dates coincided with any other type of thing Run Disney did before, because most things are weekends. Well, everything is weekends. And while they did start prior to the official weekend, they extended past a weekend, which doesn't make sense. Everything usually ends on a Sunday. The start time was 10 a.m. on a Thursday, which would make no sense because that's when the 5K would be, and it would start at like 5 in the morning. It didn't say anything about the expo where you'd pick up all your stuff, and nothing was on any Run Disney social media. Whatever that image was, people said they saw that on the Run Disney website or when they logged into their account. So as much as I would like it to come back, I don't think it, well, I don't want to say I don't think it is. It's obviously going to come back, but I think either that was somebody put something out too early without it being like officially proofread and all that, or it could be a virtual thing that they're not saying virtual, because if you look at the marathon weekend, it was from Thursday to Wednesday, so that would give people a broader window to do their virtual race. So I don't know. But it was funny because yesterday, the day before, Run Disney on their at least on their Twitter and Instagram, I had seen that they did post some image that got people thinking it was coming back, and then it's just funny that this came the day after. But I don't know until it's on.
Until it's searchable by multiple people at different times.
Until it's on there for more than however, I guess it was only on there for a little bit and then deleted. So
the image that had the Princess Half Marathon dates also had the Wine and Dine dates, but it was the Wine and Dine from 2021 which I think is still a virtual race this year. So it was very odd.
They haven't even said anything about the one done yet. So
yeah, it's just an odd.
It's just I don't know. Creating. Somebody could have just hacked into it too, also, and just put some just to get everybody speculating like this. So
when people are talking about they want it back, more and more races are becoming in person. So I think people are just excited for Disney to jump on board and get that going.
Yeah, it's just a little different when our local races here, 500-600 people, and then that's 20,000. Just their what's the word? They're like, I can't think of the word.
Capacity, volume, attendance.
No, like their logistics are a little different. That's the word. So there you go.
All right, continuing on with our quick Diz updates. The Leaping Fountains, along with the Splash Pad, have made their return outside of Imagination in Epcot. Additionally, the indoor playground at the Sea Pavilion and the outdoor playground at Mission Space have reopened in Epcot as well. And the Magic Kingdom, the Dumbo Play area, has also reopened. So we've got a little bit more rolling back of those COVID restrictions, and kind of connected to that, selected attractions within the parks have brought back the single rider line. So far, Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run has utilized this, but it's anticipated that the soon-to-open Remy's Ratatouille Adventure and the France Pavilion of Epcot will also use this. People are speculating that because of the reopening not the reopening, but the opening of the ride and the 50th anniversary, that in order to kind of keep the flow of guests available to use the ride, they will implement the single rider on that as well.
I believe Test Track too used it.
Yes.
I think. Yeah.
I saw some, but people weren't sure. Oh, I didn't hear that. Okay. We also have Ohana, part of the Polynesian Resort Restaurant. When it was officially announced that they were reopening and guests were able to take a peek at the menu, they were very upset to notice that the noodles were missing from the menu. So guests took to social media, made their displeasure over the missing menu item known, and guess what's back? The noodles. So the people have spoken, the noodles are back, and we are once again happy campers over at Ohana. My Disney experience.
I was just going to say, I don't think, to me, I still don't think, I would still wait for, I know people are happy it's coming back, but I would wait for full. If you're going to pay I know it's more of an expensive restaurant, I would wait for characters and all that before I would go back to that. Because it was a thought to maybe book it for ours, but I want the full experience. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
But I guess good for the noodle people.
The noodle lovers rejoiced. My Disney Experience users shared screenshots from the app on Monday in regards to a security concern that was occurring in the parks. Monday evening, as users opened their My Disney Experience app, they encountered a pop-up upon opening the device saying, quote, "We are working with Florida Fish and Wildlife regarding a young black bear recently sighted in the area." End quote. They asked guests to practice awareness, throw trash away, and not to place food outside their doors. Also, guests were asked to call security if they saw wildlife. And it was not revealed where the young bear was sighted or what happened to it. The guests say this showed up whenever they opened the app for about 4 hours on Monday evening, and then the advisory was no longer there. But just kind of a word to the wise, they do have wildlife out in Florida. You'd probably be careful.
It's probably at Wilderness Lodge.
In entertainment news and our quick Diz updates, we have quite a bit happening in the world of movies and TV production. New set photos of the live action Little Mermaid gave us our first look at some of our actors and actresses as they were filming on the island of Sardinia. Disney has yet to announce a premiere date for the film. Photos surfaced of Harrison Ford as Dr. Henry Walton, Indiana Jones. He was spotted in Scotland earlier this week on the set of Indiana Jones 5. It was very cool to see him back in his Indy clothes. Looking a little older, but let's hope this one's better than Crystal Skull. Additionally, photos have surfaced of Ewan McGregor on the set of Obi-Wan Kenobi series, and Beauty and the Beast live action prequel series is officially announced for Disney+. The limited series will feature Josh Gad, Brianna Middleton, and Luke Evans, and it will follow Gaston and LeFou as they set off with LeFou's stepsister, sending the unlikely trio on unexpected journeys filled with romance, comedy, and adventure. Alan Menken, that musical genius, is slated to provide the music for the franchise. as he helped create the original animated feature. And last up on our quick Diz mentions, everything's fine. Disneyland Paris gets their first look at their new Iron Man themed attraction. Paris's version of Avengers Campus will showcase an Iron Man coaster as a reimagined rock and roller coaster, a high-speed, hyperkinetic adventure. So those cast members and the people out in Paris were able to get a look at their new coaster. I'm hoping it's better than the Avengers Campus attraction that we viewed a couple weeks ago. It was fighty.
I'm sure it will be because it's a roller coaster. That has the advantage.
And we have talked about kind of reimagining rock and roller coaster before. Iron Man does make sense as a fit. I've never been to Disneyland Paris, but it just logistic wise, thinking of the track here in Florida and what it's like, I could feasibly see that reimagined as Iron Man. All good things. All right, quick Diz updates. I can't say that one, Tim. I'm not branding it. Sorry. You're gonna have to fix it every week, okay? Quick Diz updates. Concrete pours are underway for the Moana-inspired Journey of Water. Progress continues in Epcot while still in the early stages of construction, mostly on the north side of the site. Guests were able to see the progress over barriers as the crews continued to work. Disney has added dates to their after-hours event Boo Bash due to demand from guests. So originally scheduled mostly on Tuesdays and Fridays with only 2 Sundays, Disney has added the following 5 Sunday dates for ticket purchase. Sunday, September 5th, the 12th, the 19th, and October 10th and 17th. As previously reported under speculation last week, Disney confirms that Storybook Circus and the Magic Kingdom will be receiving updates for the upcoming 50th anniversary. So at this time, Tomorrowland has been repaved, Fantasyland and the Dumbo ride have been repainted, and now Storybook Circus is getting its refurb to Casey Jr. Splash Pad and then work on Pete's Silly Sideshow itself. That's tough to say. More resort reopenings are announced. Disney's Boardwalk Inn on July 2nd. The Polynesian Village Resort is slated for late July. An Animal Kingdom Lodge in Jumbo House for August 26th. So previously we reported that club level rooms at Wilderness Lodge would reopen in December. They actually reopened last weekend. The first wave of Disney College Program participants.
I was just going to say before, I think that with the Polynesian, that kind of confirms, I would assume that kind of confirms when the monorail will be done too, because I don't think they would open that before the monorail station is done. So
I've seen lots of pictures of the work they're doing on that main monorail station, and it looks like it's coming along, but nothing really spectacular to write home about. So hopefully we'll be able to report when it's completed. We did have the first wave of the Disney College Program participants have returned back at Walt Disney World. We have seen a new scene added to Magic Kingdom's Jungle Cruise. It is a sunken boat has been added to the hippo scene, insinuating that a vicious hippo attack has occurred. Remy has made his return.
Did we say that they did put the poll up? Did we talk about that with the new characters on it, with the new people on it?
We have not. We have locked that one too. Good.
No. Just the poll is back up where the rhino is with all the new
characters.
I guess they're animatronics. I think they move, so with all the new people as well.
It still, I don't think, has been revealed what that where Trader Sam was. I don't think that has been revealed yet. I haven't seen any news about that.
They said what it was. They just haven't said.
But they haven't taken the camouflage. Yeah.
Oh no.
I haven't seen any pictures.
No, I haven't seen anything on it yet.
And last up for our quick Diz updates, I said it. Remy has made his return to Epcot's Food and Wine Festival in his hide and squeak scavenger hunt. If for those of you not familiar, Remy and his ingredients for the movie's title dish of Ratatouille are hidden around the World Showcase. You match the ingredient with the country it's hidden in, you show the completed map to the Disney traders, and you redeem a prize. Sometimes it's a plate, a cup, a small, I think they're meant to be used as flower pots, but we use them as drinking cups. But that has made its return as well.
What's up, guys? It's Tim. Just here to remind you to check out our new website, quickdiztakes.com. We cover everything Disney, from our newest videos to our newest podcast, blog posts by contributors, and much more. And while you're there, do not forget to subscribe for the latest notifications on when new blog posts are posted and new videos go up. Of course, check out our YouTube page, Quick Diz Takes, and our Facebook page, Quick Diz Takes, along with Twitter at Quick Diz Takes for me, and at Palm Tree Skook for Sarah, Instagram at Quick Diz Takes Tim, and at Quick Diz Skook. And of course, if you like this, please like, share, and subscribe with friends. Thanks for listening, and now back to the show.
And then our big news for this week, Hasta la Vista COVID and a tropical getaway revealed. According to Disney's website, and beginning July 1st, fireworks are back. The site goes on to report that July 1st marks the return of nightly fireworks performances in Magic Kingdom Park and in Epcot. Happily Ever After and Epcot Forever will begin July 1st. Disneyland will see the return of Mickey's Mix Magic on July 4th, and to be presented nightly throughout the summer. Also, according to Disney's website, and beginning on June 15th, an updated policy on face coverings will be in place. I'm sure many of you have heard this. The website says, quote, face coverings will be optional for fully vaccinated guests in most areas. Face coverings will still be required of all guests on Disney transportation, including Disney buses, monorails, and the Disney Skyliner. While we will not require proof of vaccination, we expect guests who are not fully vaccinated to continue wearing face coverings in all indoor locations and upon entering and throughout all attractions and transportations. And as of Friday, June 18th, which is tonight, an update that fully vaccinated Disney World cast members are no longer required to wear masks outdoors. Cast members who are not fully vaccinated, who choose not to vaccinate, or who are working indoors with full vaccination will still be required to wear face masks. Face shields are no longer required for cast members. That change happened on the 11th. So we're getting a little bit closer to normalcy. I've seen a lot of pictures from, I think it was Hollywood Studios this week. People are packing themselves right in. It's looking a lot more like pre-COVID times, which is good, but also not good. I like my personal space bubble. I like people not right up behind me in line. That was a nice thing, but times they are changing again.
Back to normal.
And then last up this week on Tuesday, Disney's CEO Bob Chapek announced a second private island is currently under development for Disney Cruise Line. He stated that he is excited about a second island destination and 3 new ships, which includes the Wish, set to make her maiden voyage in June of 2022. Joe Rohde, the now retired Imagineer extraordinaire, had worked on the Lighthouse Point, another private island that will operate in addition to Disney's Castaway Cay in the Bahamas. However, the last update we had on that project was back in August of 2020 on Rohde's Instagram account. So Chapek did not confirm details about a timeline for Lighthouse Point or if the name of the project has changed. He only referred to it as a second private island destination. However, Disney did release the following information about this new private island port. It says Disney Cruise Line has committed to develop less than 20% of the property, employ sustainable building practices, include an open trestle pier that eliminates the need to dredge a ship channel, establish environmental monitoring programs during construction and operation, and donate more than 190 acres of privately owned land to the government, among other commitments. So we've talked in the past about Disney's efforts in kind of protecting and rebuilding the coral reefs that are down there, their work with fish and wildlife, and kind of making it a better place for the ports, knowing that they're using it as a tourist attraction and to kind of help preserve those corals. So that also came up in it, that they're going to continue that work. They're going to bring it to the second private island, but that's kind of the thing, just kind of what it is. Their plans to be very sustainable and conscientious of the environment while still adding an additional destination for the cruise lines. So yeah. Lots of stuff.
No, I know nothing about Disney Cruise Line. Now, how this new one's in, what did you say, Jamaica?
It just said tropical destination. It didn't give us a location.
Oh, I didn't know if you knew in reference to where it is to their other island.
They're not releasing a location at this point.
Well, I think they have. I just didn't, I'm just saying I didn't know if it was close enough where instead of having to worry about, especially with the way they're going to start, I'm assuming getting cruises where they probably focus more on the private island. I just didn't know if it would be more of they could make a double stop. Instead of making the double stop at their one they have now, they could go to both of the islands and then maybe another port where they could more focus their people that are on the ship to their islands instead of going to ports.
More of controlled.
More controlled in this time too, but then more control into people will spend money on souvenirs and stuff at their islands as opposed to
right.
I don't know in reference to where
right
they are to each other.
I also didn't know if since they're adding these new ships to the fleet, if they're thinking of like, I know they had, for the Caribbean run, they have a Mexican, I think it's a Western Mexican. I could be wrong. It was a long time ago that we went in, but they had
Riviera.
That's it. The Riviera cruise. Thank you. I only have a sweatshirt with it on it, but they have different routes with different locations along the way. I didn't know if this would be, kind of a different destination as far as that went, get a new route going. So when more information is given, we'll pass it along to you guys and then we can make more speculation. All right, friends, I talked really fast today. We had a lot to get through. I tried to keep it quick as we are the Quick Diz News. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, tell people about us. We appreciate it all. And we'll see you here next week.